Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Tuesday, June 30th, 2026. You may follow me on the talk, the tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're going to use the Ethereal Animal Oracle by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at Hattie Thorne. Actually, you cannot find this at HattieThorne.com because it's retired. But you can find all of her current decks at HattieThorne.com. She also has an Etsy shop. Yeah, you can find it there. And then you go there and it's not there. What do you mean it's not there? Oh my gosh. I started the video and did the video and everything was all jumbled. And I was like, what do I care? And then I was like, no. No, we got to restart. We got to hit restart. It is too early in the morning. We got 2 on the table. Okay, that's interesting. I have 1 in reverse, which I usually, don't take that into account, but we're going to read it and see if I see anything. 2 more shuffles. Has anybody ever ordered jewelry from Otter Spirit? There's one of the Madame Butterfly 333, I think that's her name, is promoting Otter Spirit on her YouTube page. And I've seen other people before promote Otter Spirit. They do like jewelry and stuff. I'm just wondering if they're any good. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like, like if I were to buy a bracelet, is it worth the price? Like, is it real? Because she's saying it's real stone and stuff. Supposedly it helps animals. We got 3 on the table. We're going to do 1 more shuffle. I think somebody's just not following their instinct. Why aren't you following your instinct? Why? Oh, that little guy fell out of the deck when I pulled the deck out of the box. He always looks so cute. He always looks like he's got this mohawk. Very punk, like 1980s punk. All right. We got 4 on the table. We got wolf instinct. Trust your instinct and intuition. Okay, why can't I talk? Trust your instinct and intuition. At this time, you can rely on yourself to deal with tough situations and major challenges. Okay, it came out in the reverse. So I think somebody's just not trusting their intuition. Here's what I'm going to say about this. You can trust your intuition and not have a reaction to it. Does that make sense? Especially if you find out something like negative or something that isn't necessarily good, which is what your intuition is for, right? It's supposed to tell you, like, oh, don't go towards that person. Oh, don't get in the car. You might have something happen there. That's the whole point of intuition. Sometimes you get downloads to good things, though, too, if that makes sense. I would just say this. I would always trust my intuition and just let it go at that. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to comment about anything. You can go about your life. Obviously, if you get something in an intuitive download and it's upsetting in some type of way, you are a human. You have the right to grieve and mourn whatever you've seen or heard or felt. But like I said, I would take that intuition, I would consider it fact, and I would let it go at that. I wouldn't second guess my intuition. because there's a reason why you get downloads. And here's the thing. Here's the other thing. And I'm going to give you an example. Like, let's say I'm friends with Betsy, and we're good friends. We've been friends for 10 years. And I just start dating Todd, right? Or Tina, right? Tina's my favorite name. You know why? Have I told you guys? I've told you guys this. The reason why I always use the name Tina is because I'm always thinking of Bob's Burgers. Okay, anyway. So Betsy and I are friends, 10 years. And I start dating Todd. And we're dating for like a year. And I get this feeling like there are things that I see and feel that just make me believe that Betsy is trying to entice Todd, like being provocative, saying things, like maybe the three of us go out to the movies, right? And she says something, and giggles and laughs, and you get that tingling up your spine. Like that's God saying, "Hey, this bish is trying something. This, you know." How you deal with that, that's totally up to you. But do not discount that feeling. You see what I'm saying? Like you would, your first instinct would be like, no, that's Betsy, that's my friend. She would never do that. Don't discount that feeling. And if you get it more and more, that's literally like God and your angels and your ancestors like beating you over the head, like, hello, hello. Like there's something happening here. Even if it's not on Todd's side, right? Like, what is Betsy doing? And at that point, like me personally, I don't know that I would stop being friends with them, but I would definitely not include them in on anything with me and Todd. I wouldn't be inviting them out or over to hang out. Let them sit at home, let them go on a dating app, let them find their own person. And here's the thing, you and Betsy could have been friends for 10 years and you could have had two other boyfriends and she showed no interest. And now all of a sudden she shows interest in Todd. So the whole time you're thinking, well, no, she wouldn't do that. She didn't do that before to the other two guys. Yeah, but she didn't have an interest there. And my thing is, let's say me and Todd, let's say in the long run we don't work out, right? But I don't know that in the now. Like him and I are together. And let's say him and Betsy, like they have a connection. Like they have I wouldn't, maybe a soulmate, I don't know. But let's say they do have a connection there. There's some kind of vibe there. You would think as a friend, you would have enough courtesy to wait that out, to see if you can wait that out. And the other thing is let's say that they do have a connection. Let's say that they're actually soulmates, right? And it's one of those movie, it's one of those movie vibes. Then they should say something. Then they should say something. Obviously, you're not going to be able to be a part of that because you like Todd. You thought maybe there was something there or there was going to be. So you would have to take a step back from the both of them for a time. And you probably would be hurt, right? But at the end of the day, they end up getting together. They get engaged a year or two later. They get married. They have kids. Eventually, at some time, if it's meant for you to be back into their life, that friendship would reignite, right? With Betsy. I'm just saying, like, we get intuition vibes, we get little gut instinct things all the time that we ignore. And you shouldn't ignore them because even if even if even if she was laughing with Todd, even if Betsy was like laughing with Todd and giggling with Todd, and let's say Betsy had no inclination to do anything with Todd, this is still your intuition telling you that something is starting there. And just because she doesn't possibly feel anything, it doesn't mean like 3 months down the road, she's not going to feel something when she's flirting with Todd and something's going to happen. And that intuition is there to tell you, okay, this is the beginning. Like that, this is something you should pay attention to, because it might not be happening now, but it could happen the next time or the next time after that. So trust your intuition. Always trust your intuition. Even if you just feel like it's something you need to keep an eye on, even, like you get like a download about something and it's not happening and you don't see it, keep it in the back of your mind. Because if something else happens and you're like, oh, that's what that was. All right, we got Otter. Support and friendship. Make space for friends and family. Spending time with loved ones will help you heal and grow. Their support is vital. I know, I was just thinking that I want to get together with my dad. I was thinking that yesterday. We got Coyote. Adaptiveness. Rely on your wits and adapt. You can handle any challenging situation that arises and laugh at life's unpredictable twists and turns. Pardon me. And bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is skunk protection. Don't let others push you around or bully you. Stand up for yourself and show others your worth. That's the little guy with the mohawk. He always gets me every time. He looks so cute. Little skunky. All right. I'm going to let it go at that. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you're entertained. I hope you all have a lovely Tuesday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.